Hello and welcome back to the Innsmouth Case with me, Bardon. Right, so let's see what's going to happen here. You've made it. At last you leave the streets of Innsmouth. They had closed in on you so much the whole place felt like it was suffocating you. A vast void of darkness lies ahead of you. The lousy little coastal town lies behind you. You swapped it for a bumpy dirt road and a parking lot whose motorized inhabitants glisten peacefully in the moonlight. At least it's not raining anymore, but it's still freezing. You take a deep breath. The pressure in your chest that has built up during the day now finally dissipates. Sweet relaxation. You will revel in it as soon as you've made it back to Boston safely and have firmly planted your behind on your leather couch. But how are you going to get home now? Let's look around the parking lot first. The parking lot is surrounded by a fence made from some simple wooden beams. You almost gracefully jump over the fence and find yourself surrounded by many cars of different makes and different generations. In addition to the recent models, which you can see every day from your office window, there are some real classics on display. The kind that still have a real horn attached to their body. Aren't the owners worried that their antique cars might get stolen? In the middle of this overflowing parking lot, in the dead of night, you consider your options. They are few. Let's keep wandering around. There must be a better way to get out of all this than stealing a car. You walk aimlessly across the car cemetery and stroll past the many pickup trucks. You make a detour over to the antique cars and stroke your fingertips over the sandy windows of the minibuses. There's no cab stand anywhere. You've already gotten used to it, but there's still 0.0% on your cell phone. There simply is no other solution to your problem. How else are you supposed to leave this place? Stealing is such an unpleasant word. Borrowing indefinitely sounds much nicer. Well, I guess we have to break into a car then. You break it into a car. You could break into a car, preferably one of the newer models. One that screams out, "Take me, my battery still has some juice left." Step 1, break in. Then the alarm goes off, right? You need to hurry up. There's no time for any extravagant stunts. You would love to smash the car window with your elbow, just like in the movies. Your weapon of choice, a stone that fits snugly into your fist, will soon make an intimate acquaintance with a car window. You aim and the stone meets no resistance. The window is cranked down. Fine, if irresponsible. Some psycho might come along and steal the car. Without much delay, you pry open the plastic dashboard. You half worry that the many scenes from the TV in which someone short-circuits a car are all just made up nonsense. But today must be your lucky day. It actually works. Car engine is howling. You put the car into reverse and maneuver it out of the narrow parking space. The headlights illuminate the many parked cars which have been assembled here over decades. A shiver goes down your spine. The car dashes out of the parking lot and chases down the dirt road. Something tells you there won't be any oncoming traffic tonight. As you steer the car from the dirt road onto the next country road, you are overcome by a sudden sense of relief. The engine roars and you speed off into the dark. Boston, 13th of November. You jerk awake, only the pale moonlight seeps through the blinds of your apartment. It must be very late in the night. You're soaked in sweat, as per usual. You sit up on the edge of the bed and try to calm down. You're safe. You're at home. You've managed to put an end to their schemes, the kidnappings and all the lies. You've escaped, but you're still under the spell of Innsmouth. Oh, we stopped their kidnapping. Okay. I'm not sure whether we've seen that before. A bad feeling. You did everything you could. You return to Boston. You did everything you could. I think that's it done. Yeah. So then we go on to something else. Okay, so this is a pretty short one, but after having such long episodes, the last 2 episodes, I think we're okay with that. And what I'm probably going to do is, let's actually, before we go, let's have a look at what's left in terms of what we could actually do. So, I'm thinking one thing to do is try to skulk and hide from those guys and see how that works. Another one is to join the church and then run into those guys. So that's number 2. And then other than that, I don't really see what else we'd want to do other than that. There probably are other things that we could do. Now Pyre is added to... Pyre and Escape are added as well. So we can actually replay the Pyre one. We could maybe do that and see what happens if we let them go on with things. So that's another one. Okay, so that's 3. I'm wondering if there are other chapters for us to find, though. But yeah, we'll do at least those 3 to come. So, first one will be the one where we join the church and then try to run into those guys and see what happens. And we might actually do that. Might actually do 2 of those. We'll do one where we go to the church and try to run into those guys in the alleyway, and then do one where we've been to the hotel and then we go and we join the church and then try to run into those guys in our hotel room, because that might be something different. Then we will do one where we get captured and let them go through the Pyre again, but actually let them do what they're going to do rather than try to escape. And then the final one was what? Pyre. I'm trying to think now. Joining. Oh, and the final one was running into them into the alleyway, but actually trying to avoid them rather than walking up to them. Right. So those are kind of the plans for the probably final 4 episodes, unless something new comes to light. But still having fun with the game, so I'm still happy to do a few more. Hope you are enjoying too. Hope you keep you safe out there, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button there on the right, or checking out some other videos here on the left, or perhaps you might even share with some friends.